إن هذا القرآن يهدي للتي هي أقوم ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا كبيرا.
الحمد لله صلى الله عليه وسلم وبارك على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد. The author rahimahullah, he says Al-Kaba'ir al-Rabi'at Ashra, major sin number 14, شرب الخمر وإن لم يسخر منه, drinking wine, drinking alcohol, even if a person doesn't get drunk, even if a person does not get drunk. He says here, number 14, is drinking. Drinking, even if you do not become intoxicated, he says that it is from the Kaba'ir. It is from those major sins upon which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has threatened those who perform and commit them, and those acts that the Prophet ﷺ has told us about Allah's wrath, Allah's anger, specific punishment, a prescribed discipline in this life and in the hereafter. A means of being disciplined, being beaten, whipped, having something cut off and severed from your body, stoned to death, flogged, hung, impaled, and things like this. وَلَا حَوْلَ وَلَا قُوَّةَ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ. From the Kaba'ir, from the acts that could be a means of you being tortured and tormented in your grave, resurrected in a certain humiliating state, exposed and embarrassed, demoralized in front of all of the witnesses and creation on the day of judgment. From those major sins, he says, Shurbul Khamr, is drinking even if you don't become drunk. So therefore, Khamr can include any substance that causes intoxication, that causes drunkenness, causes you to act stupid, to curse, to swear, to behave foolishly. Whether it's something that you smoke, something that you sniff, something that you inject into your arm, your feet, the back of your feet, your legs, with the belt, with the spoon, with the plastic bottle, with the aerosol spray, with the paper bag, anything that causes you to feel happy. Whether it's natural and organic from the ground, or whether it's crystallized, whether it's a chemical synthesized, anything that causes you to act like that and behave like that and feel like that. However, what he's talking about right now, right here, is actual wine. Is actual alcohol, alcoholic beverage. That's what he's talking about here specifically. Everybody understand this? He's talking about actual what? Wine, khamr, liquor. He's not talking about this, he's not talking about that. He isn't talking about smoking this, he isn't talking about inhaling that, he isn't talking about shooting this. Right now in here, he's talking about specifically, initially, wine. And included in khamr is what we have, or the things we just mentioned to you. Khayran, inshallah. It's very important for us to understand that many people make a mistake in this. Is crack cocaine considered khamr? Does it intoxicate? Of course it does. But that doesn't mean that the verse and the hadith is talking about crack cocaine or heroin. It's talking about what? Actual wine, liquor, liquid that you're drinking. There's a difference. Khayran, inshallah. قال الله تعالى يسألونك عن الخمر والميسر قل فيهما إثم كبير. وقال تعالى يا أيها الذين آمنوا إنما الخمر والميسر والأنصاب والأزلام رجس من عمل الشيطان فاجتنبوه. آيات. Allah the Exalted says, Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 219, they ask you, Muhammad, concerning wine and gambling. Tell them فيهما إثم كبير. And the two, included in the two, is a terrible amount of sin. A terrible amount of sin. Towards the end of the verse. Allah says in Surah Al-Ma'idah, verse 90 to verse 91, if you believe, wine, it says khamr, gambling, ansab was azlam, these different idols, the means of adultery or polytheism, these means of good luck and superstition and things like this, rijs, Allah says are filth, from the handiwork of Satan. From the handiwork of Satan. فَاجْتَنِبُوهُ, so avoid it. Or avoid them. Even though it says فَاجْتَنِبُوهُ, and it doesn't say فَاجْتَنِبُوهَا, it says avoid it. The end of those ayats. Hadith number 119, وثبت عن ابن عباس رضي الله عنهما قال لما نزل تحريم الخمر مشى الصحابة بعضهم إلى بعض وقالوا حرمت الخمر وجعلت عدلا للشرك. He says it's been authentically reported that Ibn Abbas said, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down the prohibition of khamr, the companions walked around and they spoke to each other. And they said that khamr has been made unlawful, finally. And it has been made a partner, a similar rival of shirk. It's been made similar to shirk, polytheism. وذهب عبد الله بن عمر رضي الله عنهما إلى أن الخمر أكبر الكبائر. He says that Abdullah ibn Umar, he took the view that drinking alcohol is the greatest of major sins. Akbar al-Kaba'ir. He says the worst of the worst. وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. Al-Dhahabi rahimahullah, he says, وَهِيَ بِلَا رَيْبٍ الْخَبَائِثِ. And he says, and there's no doubt that alcohol is the foundation of all filth. It's the mother of all vices. I'm sure we can all agree to this. What happens when a person drinks? Curses, slanders, swears, gambles, fornicates, commits adultery, kills, crashes, wastes money, beats his wife, beats his children, neglects his wife, neglects his children, doesn't make salah. Is this not the case? A person drinks, that's the starting point, the starting line of what? The entire race of major sins and acts of disobedience. Right or wrong, Ikhwan. It starts them off with so many other problems that are kaba'ir. When you get drunk, you want to say something to the opposite sex. In a bar, in a club, you're going to touch, you're going to grab, you're going to smack, you're going to do this, you're going to say that. And that's going to lead you to making zina. All types of zina. Unprotected, this, that. The list goes on my shop. The problems that come to you drunk. You don't even know what you did. Everybody understand this? Let alone domestic abuse, domestic violence. How many people grew up in homes in which their fathers were abusive to their mothers? You see how Abby come home and beat the living daylights out of Umi. Black her eye, knock her teeth out, beat her around, throw her around, toss her around, curse and holler. For no other reason except for khamr. Wine, vodka, rum, scotch, brandy, a 40, Old English, St. Ides, because of alcohol. And the amazing fact about alcohol is that most drunkards, when you meet them when they're sober, you find them from the nicest of people. Is that the case? From the nicest of people. You find him when he's not drunk, he's respectful, clean, nice, how you doing? All right, have a good day. You can talk to the old man. But when he's drunk, it's a whole different person. He transforms into a whole different type of person. This is what alcohol does. So there lies no doubt, in the depth of this wisdom here. Al-Kaba'ir. It's the mother of all vices. He says, وَقَدْ لُعِنَ شَارِبُهَا فِي غَيْرِ مَا حَدِيثٍ. And those who drink khamr, they have been cursed in several hadith. Narration number 120, he states, قال صلى الله عليه وسلم من شرب الخمر فاجلدوه فإن عاد فاجلدوه فإن شربها فاجلدوه فإن شربها الرابعة فاقتلوه. Sahih. The Prophet ﷺ says, he who drinks alcohol, he who drinks wine, then flog him, beat him. If he drinks again, beat him again. He drinks another time, beat him another time. And if he's caught and brought to punishment for the fourth time, then kill him. Then put him out of his misery. And this hadith, Al-Dhahabi rahimahullah says it's sahih. And it's an issue with this hadith for regards to, is this abrogated or not? Some of the people of knowledge with the view that it's been abrogated. And that this was a ruling in the beginning. If a man was flogged 3 times, the 4th time he will be executed. And then this hukum was wiped away. It was done away with. It was removed. And the Prophet was brought a man who drunk the 3rd time and he didn't kill him. And some of the ulama say that it remains. The ruling remains. Whether it is this or whether it's that, it shows us the severity of what? Of drinking khamr. The severity of drinking khamr. Hadith number 121. Al-Dhahabi rahimahullah says, وقال عمرو بن الحارث حدثني عمرو بن شعيب عن أبي عن عبد الله بن عمرو عن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال من ترك الصلاة سكرا مرة واحدة فكأنما كانت له الدنيا وما عليها فسلبها ومن ترك الصلاة 4 مرات سكرا كان حقا على الله أن يسقيه من طينة الخبال. قيل يا رسول الله وما طينة الخبال؟ قال عصارة أهل جهنم. سنده صحيح. Narrated Amr ibn al-Harith, who said, related to me Amr ibn Shu'ayb from his father, from Abdullah ibn Amr, that the Messenger of Allah said, anyone who doesn't pray, who leaves off the prayer because of intoxication just once, then it is as if he had the entire dunya, all in the earth, and it was taken away from him. It was removed and snatched from him. He says, and he who leaves off the prayer 4 times based off intoxication, it is, he says, haqqan Allah. Allah has made it obligatory upon himself, subhanahu wa ta'ala, to give him the drink from Tinatul Khabal. The companion said, and what is Tinatul Khabal? It says it is the liquids and the fluids from the people of hell. The fluids that come from them. Where does it come from? What part of their body? How? It says there, usara, the juices of the people of hellfire. Allah will give him that to drink. And this hadith, this chain of narration is sahih. It's only a befitting reward. It's only a befitting reward. You wanted to drink in the dunya, so this is your drink in the akhirah. And the same applies to those who don't drink as Muslims. The reward is that Allah gives you the wine in paradise. As far as you having a cake and eat it too, then it doesn't work like that. It has to be a sacrifice. You didn't enjoy khamr, so you're rewarded with it. You did enjoy khamr, now you have to be given something else to drink. Alright, by doing this, khamr is a staple part of culture, of society. Of culture and of what? Of society. Other countries, it's clear, but let's just talk about America. When you talk about your grandfather or your great-grandfather, there's certain items and certain things that are from, quote-unquote, the old school. The old school that you find in the basement, in the attic, from your grandfather. Maybe a pocket watch, a pocket knife, an old school type of pocket knife that your grandfather had, maybe a tobacco pipe, some slippers, a chair, this, that, so on and so forth. And there also has to come the handy flask. A handy flask. That's a staple part of being an old man. Old people. Anywhere you go to a museum, you go to a collector's store, a hunting shop, a fishing shop, they have compasses, they have this, they have that, pocket knives, and they have a what? Flask. A camping flask. Everybody understand this? It's a part of culture. You have to have a drink. No matter where you go, if you don't have access to a bar, but you have a little what? Little shop. Your grandmother's house, there's a wine closet. 9 out of 10 houses, your grandmother, there's a wine closet. No matter where you live, there's a closet for wine. There's a stereo, 8-track, this, that, and there's a what? There's a wine closet. Every holiday you can think about, Christmas, Thanksgiving, is going to be what? Abundance of wine. Your uncle may give you a little drink. Not your grandmother. She says she's too young, but your uncle says, here, take a couple drink. Don't let nobody see it. That's the first time he takes alcohol. 10, 11, 12. This is not a gay shake. It's a part of the culture. It's a part of the culture. That's my favorite uncle. He was cool. He was nice. He looked after me. He wasn't mean. He said, hey, take a little drink. It's a holiday. Why I get that? So khamr is a staple part of culture, of society. Wherever you go, there's alcohol. In the restaurant, the store, the supermarket, on television. Everybody doing this? You want to play sports. What happens when they win the championship? Jamil, what do? They shake up what? Khamr. Everybody understand this? This is how it goes. This is society. So a believer that doesn't drink alcohol is going to be looked at someone as strange and weird. An oddball. He's going to stick out like a sore thumb. You don't drink? I need one drink. A glass of wine, red wine, it's good for your health. This is the reality. So the woman is making a major sacrifice. And the same applies to zina, as we explained before, having a girlfriend. It's normal culture. Sweet 16, prom, dinner dance, high school sweetheart leads to marriage. It's my high school sweetheart. It's my girlfriend from school. It leads to marriage. The parents, even if they're a religious family, they will allow the guy to have a little girlfriend, even if it's respectful. Don't sleep with her, but talk with her, go out with her on a little date. Chaperone, it's normal. It's intertwined in the culture. So when a believer doesn't do these things and avoids these things, he is going away from the society, away from the culture. He's going away from the cultural norm. And it allows no doubt that's difficult. And that takes strength, iman, to do that. And it's only right that Allah reward the believer for that iman in the hereafter. You sacrifice not making zina, now you have the woman of Jannah. You sacrifice not drinking khamr and getting drunk like everybody else, so now you have the khamr of Jannah. And those who don't sacrifice, who aren't patient, they have the opposite as well. Alright, clear on this? This is a very important concept for us all to understand. You work in the dunya, you work, salah, hajj, zakat, Ramadan, jihad, this, that, you work. So it's only right that after there's what? No work. Eternal vacation. No deeds. You reap the rewards of your deeds because you work so much. It's only what? It's only right. You look at men who do construction, carpenters, welders, masons, talking about masonry, not Freemasons. How do they have their breaks, Jeremy? How do you see them when it's break time? What do they do? Are they walking and eating? Are they on the phone and eating? Are they running, doing this thing and eating? What do? They're totally what? On break. They're sitting down, they're laughing, they're joking, they're happy, they're cheered, they eat their sandwich. He has his lunchbox. He's on what? Break. He's not doing anything. Why? Because he does what? He works so hard. So when it's break time, he's not picking up a hammer or a drill. It's not like that in the office. You may find a person eating a sandwich at his desk, smoking, talking, going back and forth, running back into the building. It's hot outside. That's not the case. People work really hard. When they rest, they do what? They rest. Don't bother me. It's break time. Everyone understand this? It's only right. So the sacrifice that you make as a believer, it's only right that you get the reward for it. What? In hereafter. And if you're not willing to work hard and sacrifice, then it's only right that you be punished. Al-Dahabi rahimahullah says, وقال عليه الصلاة والسلام من شرب الخمر في الدنيا ورماها في الآخرة متفق عليه. The Prophet also says, he who drinks in the dunya, he who takes wine and liquor in the dunya, won't have it in hereafter. And this hadith is agreed upon. وعنه عليه الصلاة والسلام مدمن الخمر إن مات لقي الله كعابه وثن. رواه Ahmad fi Musnadih. The Prophet is also quoted to have said, he who drinks wine, he who's a drunkard, and he dies and meets Allah, he'll meet him as if he's an idol worshipper. This hadith is collected by Imam Ahmad in his Musnad, and that's the end of the 14th sin. So may Allah help us all. Those who drink, allow them not to drink, and give them the strength to stand up to that demon, strong demon, waliyadu. And only those who used to drink of the believers know of the difficulty of getting off alcohol. And it's quite amazing how alcohol is allowed. There's nothing wrong with drinking it, but they prohibit other drugs and other narcotics that are far less addictive, far less harmful, far less expensive and costly than alcohol. It's quite amazing if you watch and you just look at society. You can drink as much as you want, but don't pick up this and don't pick up that. Alcohol destroys your liver, your kidney, your body, your mind, spend money, so on and 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 so forth. But the other drugs is what? Prohibited. You get locked up, you get caught, so on and so forth. That's hypocrisy, which many things in the legislation of the Taghut is based on hypocrisy and double standard. What's the difference between that? Islam is just, clear, simple, and easy. It causes you to get high? No. Causes you to get drunk? No. Causes you to beat up your wife and abuse your children? No. Simple as that. There is no good khamr and bad khamr in Islam. Wine is okay, but malt liquor is bad. Vodka is bad. This is bad, but that's good. This is okay type of drink. This is a gentleman's drink. This is a classic drink. Champagne. And you can get high, you can get drunk off of champagne. If you look at the contents of champagne, it can get you drunker than other things. So the laws of the Taghut are oppressive, they're contradictory. And the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are just, and they are what? Cohesive. They make total sense. They don't go right and then go left the next time. They go straight. And this is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us to follow His Sharia, to obey the Sharia and to abide by the Sharia, because it is a means of our happiness. It is a means of what? Of our happiness. Since last time you heard of somebody getting killed in a car accident because the guy was high off of marijuana? How often do you hear that? Even cocaine, heroin, crack. When's the last time you heard of it? Very seldom. But drunk drivers, what? All of the time. And if I turn this, all the time, unfortunately. When people do certain drugs, they may steal from their families, take things, your mother, while you have the lives on crack. They made a song about it. Your mom was on crack rock. What happens to the mother, what she does, is messed up, it's bad, no doubt. It destroys families, destroys communities. But it's not like alcohol. Because the crack cocaine is so outlandish that you're going to be removed from the situation. But the father who drinks, he comes home every night, he sleeps, he eats, and he leaves. It's normal practice for him to be drunk. For him to curse you and beat you, smack you and throw you down the steps. He lives with you. And also, the alcohol is what? It's accepted. It's normal. You don't find that with other drugs, where it's looked down upon. And the people, they hide, and they're ashamed of being strung out on those drugs. Alcoholism is a problem. People, they know that, but it isn't as bad. It's more what?
Socially accepted.
It's more socially accepted, as we said about the flask and your grandfather. Pass my flask. And they tell you to go, go to the store, give me a cigarette. Have the Newports. But is he going to say, go give me some drugs? He's going, in most cases, he's going to be shamed. He's not going to send his child to go get some, a bag of this and a bag of that. So it's just very interesting, the concept of wine and liquor, its harms and its vices, and what it does to the mind, to the body, and to the soul, and how it affects other people's lives, other people's minds, their souls, and their bodies. ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. هذا والله أعلم. صلى الله عليه وسلم وبارك على عبده ورسوله نبينا محمد.